have Uncle Ebo Whyte. He's a born-again Christian, a man of faith, and has made great impact in the body of Christ. He has inspired many, and on his live Facebook session, Dab and Call, through discussions on subjects such as love, sex, relationships, and marriage. He has made a lot of impact in the lives of marriages, and he is very married to Madame Florence for over 37 years, and a proud father to many talented and intelligent children. We are all part of his children from afar, and we are glad to welcome him today to be the speaker for this program. Without wasting my time, let's put a hand of applause and welcome Uncle Ebo Whyte.
My name is Ebo. Well, I married 40 years ago, 1983. Someday, I'll tell you the story of the marriage and my journey, our journey here. The fact that I've been married for 40 years is due solely to the patience of the woman I married. My mother once told my wife, Florence, I aze. Kobran to my warren for this long here. But it's on the basis of some of those things for a marriage that should not have worked, but has worked. And so today, a lot of the principles I'll be sharing with you, and I'm sharing 8 keys with you. They are based on some of the experiences Florence and I have had. Struggling to honor God. I think that's what has kept us going. It was struggling to honor God in our relationship and to fulfill the words of our vows that have brought us this far. So, the topic I was given was rekindling love in marriage. So I'm going to take the first word, rekindle, and let each of the letters of rekindle stand for one key for how to rekindle love in marriage. So let us start. The first letter is R, and that stands for respect. Respect. Younger people think that, and those who are not married, they think that marriage is all about love. Oh, I love him, I love him, I love him. No. It's about respect. If you do not respect one another, it doesn't matter how much love you have for each other. It won't work. You would fight half of the time. And what has made our relationship work is being the absolute respect for each other. And so, no matter how long you live with us, you will never hear me snap at my wife. You will never hear me being rude to her, and you will not hear her being rude to me. Respect is what would enable you to decide that I'm not going to lie to her, and I'm not going to do anything that will bring her pain. So the first word, the first key, respect. It's about respect. Now it's interesting that for men spell love as respect. Women spell love as attention. The more attention you give to a woman, the more you communicate to her that you love her. But for a man, if you do not show him respect, there is nothing you do for him that matters. Nothing that would matter. But the respect goes both ways, and it works. E, the next letter, E. And I spelled that as express. Express. In marriage, we must express a few things. One, we must express appreciation. We must express appreciation for one another. For even the most little thing that is done for us by our partners. When we fail to do that, then we are taking each other for granted. But it is important that we affirm each other by expressing appreciation, expressing our feelings. How do you think about this? How this thing that happened, how did you feel about it? What did it make you feel? Too many times in marriage, one party swallows everything, and that's She's not happy, he's not happy, but it never comes out. And sometimes in counseling, when the other person opens up as to why he or she has been behaving this way, the partner is taken totally by surprise because really, so you had all these things inside you and you never expressed them. You need to express your feelings and then express your desires. Oh, whilst on expression, can I make an appeal for all the married men, the men you are married to? Don't set traps for us on your birthdays and anniversaries and wait to see whether we will remember. Express it. Because I think it doesn't help anybody if you set that trap. Ocha ye me birthday. Mehwe sobe kaya. No chance sorry anapa. Gidi. Hey, into ukwa ejuma. Aye. Into ukwa no. Oh yeah, yo. Then she will call her friend. What say? Well, Fifi, one kai. To me. And sometimes it is in the night or the next day that you get home and say, do you know what today is? No, Mama, yes, sir. We are not very good at remembering these things, so express that one as well. When it comes to sex, what works for you? What works for you? What would you have liked your partner to do? It helps. That takes us to the next letter, K. And that is for knowledge. K for knowledge. What kind of knowledge am I talking about? The first knowledge is knowledge about yourself. It's amazing how many of us know very little about ourselves. And we think we are one way when we are not at all. The number of people who think they are patient when they are most impatient is alarming. You know, as for me, they are patient. So knowing yourself is very important. Shakespeare said, "To yourself be true, and it follows as night the day that you cannot be false to any man." So that's the first thing. Know yourself. And then 2, know the opposite gender. Know the opposite gender. If you're a man, you must know women. What makes a woman a woman? What makes a woman tick? What makes her upset? What makes her feel good about herself? You must know that. That knowledge, seek it. The third, knowledge about your particular partner. So it is good to know men, but the man you are married is also different in some ways from the norm. So find out to what extent does he deviate from the norm. Because he's the one you are married to, and you must know. Now, when we don't pursue that knowledge, what happens is this, and I'm going to demonstrate it to you so you can understand it. Have you had a situation where some part of your back is itching? The part you can't reach. And you go to somebody and say, "Look, can you scratch here for me?" And the person is scratching another place. How does it feel? It's so annoying, eh? And even when you direct the person, no. You say, aha. No, no, say, and what are you doing? Oh, say I'm scratching. That's what lack of knowledge does. It makes you annoying to your partner. because you do not know. But those are things we should seek to know. For instance, men must know that for a woman, when you upset a woman, unless you raise the issue and apologize, the issue is not dead. Ally? When you annoy a woman, like let's say you are leaving home, and you are running late, and your wife tries to get your attention when you get into the car, and you go, "Oh, you two, don't you see I'm running late?" And she says, "Go." And that kind of go is one of the most difficult go, because you can't really go. You understand? You must know when you take off that Asama Befie, there's an issue. So when you come back in the evening, don't bring me ice cream. Don't bring me cake. Until we have addressed that issue, there is nothing you will do that would work for me. That is a woman. Men are not like that. Men can fight on anything. The next time we meet and I say hi and that person responds, yeah, boom, there's no issue. That is men. That issue will never be addressed. We will never go back to, okay, what made you say that thing? What made you do that thing? No, it's off. I said hi, you responded. We are done. It's over. Women are not like that. That is only one of the differences. Women can multitask. Men cannot multitask. So a woman can be watching television, she can be cooking, she can be plaiting her daughter's hair and talking on the telephone and ironing, and can do all of them correctly. That's a woman. In fact, I've discovered that a woman can be asleep and still be watching television. I discovered this by accident, and it shocked me. I returned home one day, Florence is in bed. The remote control had fallen out of her hands. She's sleeping. She's not as if she has closed her eyes. You know, when somebody is sleeping, there's this very peaceful breathing. That one you can't fake. So the ladies, when we enter the room and you fake that you are asleep, we can tell you are not asleep, because you can't fake that breathing. So we can tell, like you can't girl. Okay. We can, but she's breathing that. So I tiptoe to the bed, take the remote control, because in my mind, the television is disturbing my wife. She's asleep. The television is making noise. So, bam, put it off. The moment it went off, I hear, who told you to put it off? I said, but you are not watching it. I was watching it. Who told you I wasn't watching it? I said, no. You could not be watching it. He said, if you like, ask me what they were showing right now, and I'll tell you. So, you can multitask. But men cannot multitask. Men can't do it. So, it is not that we don't try. We don't have it to do it. So, if, for instance, a man is watching television and you want to engage him, he has a choice. Either to engage you and miss what is happening on the television, or ignore you and continue watching what is on the television. You, the woman, will get upset because you know you could have watched the television and still had a good conversation with him. He can't do that. Knowledge. You must know who you are. You must know the opposite sex, and you must know this particular person that I have. Let's do a review. We started with R, and I said R for respect, E for, and K for. That takes us to I, and I call that I for intimacy. Intimacy is not physical. I'm not talking about being in bed or anything, no. Intimacy involves spending quality time with each other and talking about things that matter to us and sharing things that matter to us. My fears, my hopes, my happiness, my low points. Have you found this situation that sometimes you encounter a situation, your first thought is, I must share this with my partner. Your happiness with that situation is not complete till you have shared it with your partner. That is intimacy. If you have that kind of situation. Not a situation where, oh, I might go and share it with my partner and say, we're going to go in here. Intimacy. Intimacy begins with talking, sharing, opening up to one another, letting your partner know, this is what is going through my mind. This is where I am in my evolution as a human being. The next letter is N, and that I spell that as N for nurture. Nurture. A good relationship, a warm relationship, a successful relationship does not happen by accident. It happens by nature. It happens by nature. There's a principle that helped me a lot in my own marriage, and it is this. When I discovered that good marriages and bad marriages have the same set of problems, the only difference being how the issues are addressed. In other words, a marriage is not good because it has been spared the issues of another marriage. And a marriage is not bad because it has it has had to deal with more difficult issues. Good marriages, bad marriages have the same set of problems. The difference is in how the couple address the issues. Issues that are common in all marriages. That brings me to the next letter, D. And that the key for that is D for discrete. Discrete. Discrete is defined as being careful with your actions and your words. Being careful, discreet. It is alarming that after marriage, we show our partners our worst selves and not our best selves. I've been in meetings when someone in the meeting has received a call and has gone, oh, first it looks at, oh, number. Oh, hello, this is so and so. Oh, no. No, I think you got it wrong. Oh, no, it's all right, it's all right. Okay, all right, okay. Nice, pleasant. Stranger who has called the wrong line, wasted his time. Nice, pleasant. After that, a call comes. Oh. Then what is it? Is it not my wife? Yes. Look, I'm busy. I'm busy. We'll talk later. Do you see the difference? Why was he not nasty to the one wasting his time and nice to his partner, but turn it the other way around? Too many of us, once the relationship becomes stable, we think we have earned the right to show the other person what a foolish person we are and how ill and badly raised we were. So we talk by heart. One of the cases that I handled, the man gets home and says, and finds no food. My dear, where's my food? Come and eat me. Come and eat me. You know? Sometimes I find friends talking, or Baba betumi fear. Hey, who are you talking about? Your partner. What would you do? Let's be discreet with one another. And let's give each other our best selves. So, in terms of my use of words, when I'm talking with my partner, let me give my partner the best possible words. In terms of attitude, let me give the best. Because, don't you see, it is a matter of self-interest. So. I am going to sleep in this house with the same person. You know, she talked about something that surprised her after marriage. Courtship is sweet. Let's all agree. If you are married and your courtship was not sweet, then I will feel for so near thing. Courtship is sweet, or should be sweet. But one of the reasons why courtship is sweet is because of the room we all have to work out our anger. In other words, when we are courting and we pick up a fight in the car, we can raise our voices and can go at each other. But the point is that when I get in front of your house, you will get bang the door and go away. Do you understand me? Go away. And as you go, you can be insulting me even more. And go. But I guarantee you that before you wake up the next morning, there's something that is beginning to change. Me too, as I'm driving away, this girl, I will not see her again. What kind of nonsense is this? I won't take this kind of nonsense. Then, maybe I was a bit rude. But I have to be patient, Kakra. Do you understand me? I have room. By the time I wake up the next morning, I want to call you back and apologize. Why? Because I've had room to work out my anger. Then we marry. We fight in the car. When we get home, where are you going? So even if you bang the door and I'm following you. Do you understand me? You bang the door and this time I'm following you. Here, you bang the door. What do you mean? And then we enter the room. Where are we going? Same hall, same bedroom. The person who has annoyed me is still in my face, and I'm still seeing her body language, and it's annoying me more. And she's seeing my body language, and it's annoying her more. And then we go and lie in the same bed. And then there's light off. That's one of the reasons why courtship is sweeter than marriage. Room. And because of that room, we're able to come back to each other with more discreet. We are more discreet with each other. We choose our words carefully with each other. We are mindful of each other's emotions and careful not to trample on your emotions lightly. As soon as it becomes marriage, it goes. It goes. And then people say, well, love me, love my dog. Nonsense. I don't like dogs. So what's your problem? Let's do another review. R4, E4, K4, I4, N, and D. Those who came a bit late, we are looking at rekindling love in marriage, and I'm using the word rekindle to tease out the principles and the keys for rekindling love in marriage. So we are on the letter L, and L for letting go. Letting go. My brothers and sisters, let me be quite clear to you. If in a love in marriage, you don't learn to let things go, you will not succeed in your marriage. A great marriage is a marriage between two people who are great at forgiving and at letting it go. I know there are two kinds of girls. There's a girl who never lets go. And there are those who can't stand tension, so they let it go. Which one are you? I do know that every woman is a historian when she's offended. Oh, it's true. This one I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Every woman is a historian. The men here can testify. Offend a woman and go and apologize. And then ask, my dear, am I forgiven? Then the historian kicks in. So you know you will forgive. You would ask for forgiveness. This is the same thing you did 3.5 years ago. That day it had rained, and this is the same thing you said. And the last time when we were at this place and this and that, you did the same thing, and all the choristers were looking at me, the history professor in effect. Understand? That is you. But if the creature you are married to is a man, if you don't learn to let go, you will struggle. You will struggle. There is nothing more painful to have two people who still love each other, who still care about each other, and who are still miserable in each other's company because each of them is holding, or one person is holding on to something and won't let it go. And let it go because, and this one goes particularly to women, you need to learn to let it go, because a lot of the things that men do, it doesn't mean the same thing, meaning you put on it. Look, before you, woman, open your mouth to talk to me, you knew the words you were going to speak. And you knew the effect you wanted. So if you wanted to hurt me, you knew the words, and you knew that's the effect I want. Meka manashino, meka. What he did pain me, and I'll let him know what it feels like. And so you pick your words. You do. Every woman does that. Like the same tit for tat. My birthday, one time my birthday. The birthday, Baba. Mention me be fin the birthday. Who said yeah. All right, ladies, public service announcement. The average man doesn't give a penny about his birthday. And quite often, it is you who remind us that it's our birthday. But the average man can easily wake up and forget that it's his birthday until the first call comes in. Then realize, today is my birthday. Okay. So when you spend about 6 months, 8 months planning to forget my birthday, and it comes and true, you forget, quote unquote, forget, and you think it will pay me. It hasn't paid me. And then it pains you that it hasn't paid me. Do you understand? Have you had a situation where your man says something to you and you are so bitter, you call all your friends and you called a caucus meeting and you decide what does this mean and things like that, and he comes back home and it's almost as if he never said it. Have you had a situation where you called back something he has said to you and said, I didn't say it? Have you had that situation before? Ladies, it's because for men, we didn't think through what we said. The first word that came into my mind, I said it. It's like we speak like the way we dress. Every woman here carefully chose the dress she's wearing. Every woman here. Ask the men. Apart from those whose wives pick the dresses for them. Ask the men. They went to take their bath. Looked at the time. Oh, may I late? Open their wardrobe and pick the first thing. So you understand? Pick the first thing that seemed decent enough and wore it. And quite often, it is our wives who, as we say, okay, my dear, I'll be back, I'm going. That is, my dear, are you going in this? And then we go, but what is wrong with this? But you say you are going it's the same way. A lot of things, men are so simple. A lot of things don't mean a thing. And so if you don't learn to let go, you will hurt yourself a lot. Because you would have moved on. Anyone who is here, who has been married for any length of time, would identify with something I'm going to say. You thought you had, there's an issue with you and your husband. You thought there's an issue. You thought things are not fine. Because he hasn't come to apologize. And until he apologizes, I am not going to be fine with him. We are not fine. And then you go and sleep and he wants ministration. Have you had that confusion before? And you wonder, what is wrong with you? We are not fine. We are not fine. And he's saying, we don't find any fine. Let go. You've got to learn to let it go because, man, we be a cheer, we be proud. We pray. We pray. Let it go. Let it go. And then the final E. I like to say excite. Excite. Find ways of making your relationship exciting. It doesn't have to be expensive. But anything out of the ordinary could be expensive. It could be exciting. Sometimes for the men, even just joining her in the kitchen and taking a seat and chatting with her could be exciting for her. And every now and then steal some of the fish she's using to cook. She will scream and say, then are you? But she's happy. Anything out of your norm is exciting. You know, women like to go out. Women, we don't. So when you have to go out for her sake because it makes a difference for her. Because women love to dress. Have you realized, the men here, your wife is always buying clothes. If you don't give her money to buy, she will borrow them. She will buy on credit. And find ways of picking your pocket to pay for it. But women are always buying clothes. And they buy on credit. They don't mind. They will buy on credit. They buy on credit when they don't even know how they are going to pay. But at the end, they are buying into watching the family. Why do you think she's buying that? You think she's buying that to just put in her wardrobe? She wants to go out with it. Meanwhile, every man here is going out. A man, we hate two things. We hate going out, we hate bathing. Every man here, if tomorrow is a holiday, he will not bath the whole day and will be fine. We can be in our boxer shorts the whole day. And then you ask, my dear Uncle Jare, because our bathing is functional. Do you understand? One man, you bath by heart. We bath to go out. Do you understand me? So I bath. Sorry. So I had taken my bath. But say, my sorry, I have no program. I don't even have anybody coming to visit. And then I should go and take my bath. No, I won't do it. So I understand that. I understand the differences between men and women as far as that is concerned. But every man must understand that it's a different wife when you are able to take her out to dinner. For even a drive, it makes quite a lot of difference. Come to my show. My shows are always interesting and exciting. It will make all the difference. And there's something that I tell people. All the people I counsel, I say, don't surprise your wife. Women, surprises are wasted on women. It's not enough. So if you want to take your woman out, let's say, in May, tell her now. Don't plan it in your mind. Tell her, Ajua, in May 20th, National Theatre, Ebo Whyte show. That is where the woman comes to play. Because all her friends and colleagues must know that on the 20th, her darling husband had no pay. She must announce it. So she gets to the office. She has news to share. But of course, nobody knows the news. Because they must know. So, yeah. Na National Theatre, all the women in the room know this is the Apo is coming. So they go, hey, Ajua, na National Theatre, they are money. Kwame, see, 20th. Yeah, what do you want? Oh, you are fortunate. Your husband is going to take. Oh, yeah. Take me out. Or the ticket and congratulate me. Yeah. She feels good. Do you understand me? She feels good because she has shown everybody them. I have a better marriage than all of you. So respect me. But the real exciting side is when those women get home, what they do at home. They get home, the husband is sitting there. The poor man has no idea what has happened. But she comes, already in a foul mood. Our can be a higher. If you are near tea, Yanko baby, near tea, when she are warrior. And then they wait for you to sleep. Invariably, you sleep before her. So all you hear are the drawers. She opens, bang, bang, and then you open your, because sometimes you think there's, what? Oh, did I disturb you? Oh, you sleep. I'm not here being a married. Our rear can't be in a fear. And I'm not said, that's the fun part of telling your wife you're taking her out. You have a happier wife, and you cause commotion in several homes. You cause commotion in several homes. So, the gentleman here, if your wife comes home one day, you know you haven't done anything wrong to her, and she's upset with you, this is the reason. She's going to hear something. That is not happening in your marriage. Excitement. Women love excitement. They love fun. And if you're a man, don't tell me, no, as for me. If your wife wants it, do it. There's a rule that has saved a lot of lives. And the rule is this. Happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy life. If your wife is happy, you are so much to argue. There will be no trouble in your home. And don't use, sometimes we use poverty as an excuse too much. Then, go out to the, but in school fees, listen, in school fees, go out. It doesn't what will kill your relationship and your budget. R4, E4, K, I, N, D, L, and E. May God bless every marriage here. May He prosper every home here. May the children given to the couples here make you proud every time and become pillars among your peers. And those who are not married, may God give you the grace and the patience to wait upon Him. And may He overwhelm you with the choice He makes for you. In Jesus' name, amen.